Hello. Whew. All right. Hello, guys. Dino14 here. I know it's been about 3 weeks that I've uploaded a video, but back with some injustice now. Um, I know people have been asking me, where are the are you gonna still be doing injustice? I am still gonna be doing it. It's just that for the past like 3 weeks, I haven't had this game because I've been like taking a break off of it, but now I'm back. I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna try to do the whole roster and all. So, um, which I did say I was going to do in the videos, and I will keep my promise, and I will. So today, well, we're going to come back to it, and we're going to do another, just like Harley Quinn, Mr. JJ, Joker, or Mr. J, I mean. I don't know why I just said JJ. Wow. Joker. So today will be Joker. We're going to go over his special moves. So we're going to kind of go back to how it was for Harley Quinn, and I'm going to go over special moves, combo attacks, some bread and butters, and super moves. Give my thoughts and opinions on the special moves and all, and stuff and all, and I'll just show you my bread and butters and super moves, and you guys can use them, or you can just use them as an example and just change them up if you want to, or you could just copy them, so it doesn't really matter. But the moves, I will list them in the description, including the super moves and all. So and I will have a translation of what light, heavy, and all, what buttons is going to be pressing for PlayStation 3 and for Xbox. So, all right, enough chatting. It's already been like a minute and 40 seconds, so let's go ahead and go ahead and get started. So the first one, this is probably going to be a long episode, too. Just want to point that out, too. So the first one is bang, down, forward, light. As you see, it's a standard projectile. It is pretty quick. You can't hold it, but you can't move. The only way to do it is if you dash, but you will cancel it though. So it's a decent projectile. It's my and I think it's pretty good for enders. Just to add that 8% of damage out there, so it's all right. And if you want distance, then there you go. Next one is crowbar, back, forward, heavy. So this one is a overhead. This is pretty good for I think this is what I think is pretty good for enders, especially the meter version. So as you can see, the regular version doesn't really do a lot of damage, but when you do the meter, it has a couple extra hits, and it does a little bit more damaging. So it's 14% damage with the meter. So, and I think this is pretty good for combo enders. So, and I intend to use it for combo enders. Next one is back forward medium acid blossom. Oop. So as you can see, it does 10% of damage. This is another good one. Besides the crowbar, this is pretty good to end your combos. To add that 10% of damage. The only downfall to it, you have to be very close with it. So as you see, like this distance can't even reach him, but you have to reach from there. But um, same thing to the bang and all. I see people try to use Joker and they try to just spam this out. I mean, when they get close, so if they're in a corner, they just do that once and they just try to spam the bang. Just don't do that. I mean, because you're gonna get your ass handed for that. I mean, I know there's been some people I've played that try to do this, and of course my main guy is Superman, and he gets his ass handed. But back to the Joker, you know. But Aspen Blossom, pretty good for combo enders. Next one, Laughing Gas. So this is down back light. So as you can see, he just tosses it. It's pretty good. It's only 9% damage though, and this is the problem with it. It does not go very far, so you need to be like this distance to hit and all. Um, you can like combo it. Oh, and that's what the meter does. Let me show you that real quick. He shoots the tank and it bounces the opponent in the air, which you can combo. So you can combo it, but I don't intend to use this one. I don't know why. It's probably because since it's like I use it like an overhead. Since oh, not an overhead. My bad. I toss it like how Harley Quinn's cupcake is. Even though like hers is an overhead and this one isn't. I do just toss it out there once in a while. So if I'm at a distance, if I don't want to use the bang, I can just mix it up and just use that. So like that, I guess. But this one I use for my combos is down back medium. So it's the same. It's the same thing, but except for this is a rolling laughing gas. And it's a low. I like it because if you are doing like a let's see let's do this. Like. Then you do the rolling laughing gas to the low, and it combos into it. Unlike, oops, like that one, it could sometimes miss, which sucks. But that one, it's like and also it's pretty quick to do. All he does is boop, drops it, just kicks it to him. So the meter version actually launches the opponent in the air, and this is a perfect setup for your um, back heavy, or you can another good setup would be like a jumping medium. Then you can just do whatever the hell you want after that. But I tend to use this in a lot of my combos. The rolling laughing gas, because I think it's pretty good, and the fact that it's a low, so having blocking high, you can just do that, so which is pretty good. Chattering teeth, down back heavy. Oh, sorry. Yeah, here it is. So, as you can see, this is just the regular one. But the good thing about it is that you can choose sorry, how far you want to toss it. The only one I have a gripe with this is that here's the forward one. You down back heavy forward, and it tosses a bit further. But this is the down back heavy back. I don't see the big difference because here's the regular one, and here's this one. It's the same thing, so, but, oops. But what it does is it launches the opponent in the air. You combo it right after it, or you can do a combo after it. Also, this is another good setup to do the back heavy, so which is pretty good. So and his trait. So his trait is interesting. It's a parry, as you can see. But what it does is there's a meter at the bottom. See where by his special moves or where his card is? See that three little purple dots? That's why I'm jumping around so you can see it in the light a bit. So, oh, there you go. This is a perfect one. So, those three dots is the haha meter. So, what happens is when you parry, you fill it up. So, if you do 3 successful parries in a game, what happens is his movement becomes a lot faster. So, here, I'll just move around. So, see how like a bit slow it is, but it's still pretty good? Well, if you get the haha meters filled up, he goes a lot faster. I use this, but I don't really do it for the movement speed. I just do it because it's a parry. So if they try to hit me, I just do that. I don't really try to fill it up, but um, it's all right, I guess. Or it's if you guys are looking to boost Joker's speed, just get 3 successful parries in the thing and all, and you can probably just his ass could run around so quickly. So, but I'm fine the way he is. But I just parry it in the game and all. But I don't try to fill up the haha meter. I just do it if they try to hit me and all. And if I want to mix it up, just do that. So, all right. So we're gonna go over his combo attacks now. These are like overheads and all. Now, a majority of his combo attacks is overhead, which is pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and do it. So first one, light, medium. So as you can see, just by the look of that, the last hit's an overhead, if you believe it. But it doesn't even look like it, as you can see. I mean, they look like just like it would look like a regular thing to do, like a regular combo attack. But the last hit is an overhead, so it actually works for people that like blocking low. See, it's pretty interesting. So if you they like blocking low, you can do that, but just be careful because if they've played Joker before and they know about that, then they will block low and you probably will be punished for it. So, 'cause I haven't seen anybody do this move in the matches, which is interesting. But like I was messing around with him like a couple days ago with this, and I didn't even know that he had this move and all. So it's interesting. All right, next one, light, heavy. So this too is another overhead. The good thing about this one, it bounces the opponent so you can continue your combo. But problem is he drops when you go to dash. But it's good for the bang, the acid, but it's not good for. Oh, it actually is. Oops. But it actually is good for the crowbar. I forgot that it combos in it. I was about to say it doesn't, but it does. But this is pretty good for an overhead. And you just want to get some distance. There you go. Or you just want to try to get him like a little bit closer, do some damage to him. You can just do that. It does it's a decent damage like right there, but yeah, this is good for the projectiles and all. It's also good for the combo enders. If you want to get some distance at the end for it, you can just do that. All right. Um, this is backlight heavy. So as you can see, the first hit is a low. Uh-huh. It's it's a low, and it goes to an overhead. Um, it's all right to mix up. So if you do something like that, you just do that and all. It's all right. Um, I don't see a lot of people use this. Or sorry. Yeah, I don't see a lot of people use this, but when they do use this a lot, which I think it's pretty interesting that it's just a low and overhead. But it's the only one that he has a low of, which is sucks, but and all. But like since it's the only one that he has, if someone's played Joker, he knows what he's gonna do that. The next time he goes to do it, he knows the block low. But the problem is the next one's an overhead unless he does it perfectly where he blocks it low, then he blocks it high. So next one is medium light medium. So this one is another good one, similar to the light heavy. You can do your bang. The acid one. Now this is the one I got confused with. This one you cannot do the crowbar because he goes too far. But this is good for enders, especially for the bang, if you can get it to hit. But other than that, it's pretty good for distance if you want to end it, get some room. And there you go. Next one is the medium light heavy. And this one's like same thing as this one. So this one's on the mix-up. It changes it to an overhead. So this is pretty good if they're expecting you to do the medium light medium, and you just do the medium light heavy to the overhead. Mix them up. So, and the fact that they slide back, so it makes it a little bit more gives you more breathing room, which is pretty good. Next one is forward medium heavy medium. So this one, as you see, when he puts his knife in him, or when he takes a stab, he kind of stands there for a bit. This one you really can't you can do the bang, acid blossom, and the crowbar for little combos, but you can't do the rolling gas because by the time you do that, it won't combo. Same thing with that one. So, but it's good for it's good for like good for combos. So if they're like coming out like here like something like that, that's a good example right there. As they want to fall, you keep them in the air, then you can do a special after that. So like your bang, an acid, or your crowbar. It's a pretty good setup for it. All right, next one is forward medium heavy. I'm sorry, forward medium light. So as you see, it's the same. It's like the same thing as the first one I showed you, the light medium. This one it's like just one hit in that, but it's an overhead, so it will hit them low. I don't intend to use this. Um, I don't know why. I think it's probably because it's like the same thing as the light medium, and I always forget about this. But it's good for mix up. So if you do something like that and you want to mix it up, they'll think you're hit again, but you actually just go for an overhead. So next one is heavy medium heavy. This is a good one for enders because of that little jab 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 jab. Bitch 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 bitch. This is my little bitch. Boop. But yeah, it's pretty good for enders and all. For the and it does decent damage here. There you go. Does about like 14% damage. So either just 14 or 16. Sorry, I have like a bad TV, so I'll have to look at it in the video. But it's around 14, 16 damage. Oh, my bad. It is 14. Whoops, my bad. But yeah, it's pretty good damage. And the last one is heavy. So this one, if I know people have a hard time doing the heavy, medium, heavy. Like there's some people that can't do it like fast enough, and they'll just get the heavy, medium, and that's it. Well, you can just do the heavy, heavy at the end. But this is also good for enders. I don't use it because it's like the same amount of damage as the other one. You know, I just like this one because it had that little jab at the end. So, all right. So that was his combo attacks. I'm going to show you some bread and butters that I have with them, and also um, and I'll also mention how much damage they do and all. So this is these first two ones are good for jump ins and all. So this is a good one for bang. It does 27% damage. So you're doing a pretty much your jumping heavy, medium, light, medium, bang. It's an easy one to do. As you can see, it's a 6 hit. So like as soon as he goes to swing, then you do the bang input. So pretty good. This is the other one. This one is to in the crowbar. Oops, I messed that up. My bad. Oh, I didn't press it. My bad, guys. I didn't do it fast enough. Oh, I didn't mean to do the meter burn, but the original one, sorry, without the meter. There you go. There's 25% damage, so you just gotta get used to the timing and all. Yeah, see, like I got that right that time. You just gotta get used to that timing because if you do it too much, then it's not. He's just gonna stand there and your opponent will fall. But it's another good jump in for mix up for a crowbar and all. But you can use the meter version if you want to. It does 30% damage as you saw, so it's pretty good for damaging. All right, so this one we're gonna go into the rolling gas. These are the ones I use. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's right there. It's 33% damage. It's pretty good. Um, as I said, they're a good setup for the back heavy and all. You just gotta make sure you time your thing perfectly because if you don't do the heavy, heavy, medium, heavy at the end correctly at a certain level when they go to fall, then you'll just randomly do it and you'll completely you'll probably like get on the second hit and you won't miss and you'll miss the first hit and you'll get like a low amount of damage, but it'll still be like at least 30% and all. So, right here is the other one. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I didn't do it quick enough. My bad, guys. There you go. It's right there. It's a if you can get if you can. I mean, this one's a little bit tricky to do. There you go. So right there's a 34% damage. The reason I say that is because you could do the forward, medium, heavy, medium, but if you do the acid too quick, it'll cut out the medium, so you'll just get the forward, medium, heavy. But either way, if you get the acid to hit him, it'll work. So, but yeah, it does 34% damage. And the next, and this one I'm just showing because it's for chattering teeth, but you can pretty much do a bunch of stuff with the chattering teeth and also, yeah, here we go. Oops, my bad. So there you go. It's a does 35% damage pretty much. It's pretty good for the chattering teeth. But like the same thing with the other one. The problem is that if you got to watch out for the forward medium because if you do it too early, you'll get a low damage. So, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So just make sure you remember your thing and all. So, all right. So since now we got over his bread and butters, I say you can completely copy this. I'll have them in the description, and or you can just you can take them and you can just try to mix them up. But these combos are pretty good for change up the endings and all if you guys want to. If there's a certain special move that you're easy to deal with, you can just change them all and just put them to that one. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you a super move. Now I do want to get this out of the way. Super move is a full screen. So there you go. It's a full screen, so it's pretty good. Does a good amount of damage. Or sorry, it does it's an average super, so 32%. But so these supers I did from jump in, chattering, and mostly the last two are chattering teeth because the chattering teeth is very good to get into the super for a good amount of damage. So this is a standard jump in, just jumping medium, light, heavy super. It should be around 30% damage, at least I think. Sorry, 38% damage. But decent amount, which is pretty good. Now, the reason I say, sorry, the reason I have these chattering teeth as the last two, because I only did three, is because if you can get it to connect and you have a super, it does a huge, it will do a lot of damage for it because, here, let me just show you. Let's see, it's like a 7, but here, I'll show you an example. Oops, it didn't come out. So I'll just watch this one. This one should, it will do a lot of damage. So there you go, 41% damage, and this is just adding the chattering teeth. Like without it alone, oops, it didn't even come out. But you see, like the difference, how it was just 18% just doing that alone. But if I add the chattering teeth, it's already up in the 24, so it adds a lot of damage to it. So, or it adds a 7% damage, which is pretty good for it. And of course, the last one. Um, is you're pretty much doing the same thing except for when you do the jumping medium, except for when you're replacing the forward medium heavy to heavy medium. And as you see, it does 40 it's somewhere around 45 to 47% damage. It's pretty good. So, but if you let the knife do its job where he goes to swing it twice, if you let it hit it twice, it'll do 47% damage. But if you just do it once, it'll at least do 45. But yeah, so Joker is not a bad character. He has some good mix-ups. And he has some pretty decent easy combos and all. But the thing is that the problem with him is that when he's at a distance, you really cannot do anything to get him out of there. So if he, like a Superman player, was sitting over there and all he was doing was jumping up and spamming with the lasers, Joker can't do anything to get out of it. He would have to dash fast out of it. So, or he has to just get lucky and just hit him with the rolling gas or the bang. Then he just moves up. But up close, he's pretty good. He can do a lot of damage if you can if you can do his combos. If you can mess around with him, do his special moves and combos and all. You can pretty much do a lot. You can pretty much do some decent damage with him. So he's pretty good. All right, so this was my Joker video. This was my Joker guide. I hope it helped you out. I know it's a pretty long video. Wasn't Oh my god, it's 23 minutes. Damn. Um, I know it was a pretty long video, but I wanted to go back to how Harley Quinn was. Because a lot of people said I did a very good job on that one. Um, and some people messaged me say that they want me to do the same old ones again, where I do the special moves, do my thoughts on and all. Uh, but the combo attacks and the special moves that when I was going over, those are just my thoughts and opinions. You don't have to agree with me, but if you have any tips, you can put them in the comments if you want. Tell other people, or if there's something I missed out or something, you can put in the comments and I'll read it, and I'll probably mess around with it and all, see how good it is, probably use it and all. But yep, so if you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out, then you guys are very welcome and all. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.